Good day, hello, and good morning. Whatever time of day it is, I hope you're ready for a crime mystery, essentially, because we have to take a good talk with Baluk now. Who are you, dear? Oh, Baluk. A Jedi from the Enclave. I was sent by the Jedi Council to investigate a killing that took place here but a few hours ago. Communication does not pose a problem, as both subjects and I speak basic and Huttese. I was going to handle the case myself, but now that you are here, this could be an excellent opportunity for you to demonstrate how well you've been learning your lessons at the Academy. Though you are not yet a full Jedi, perhaps you could assist me in sorting out the truth from the lies. So, what do you want me to do? Listen to the stories given by the two suspects. I have brought an information retrieval droid with access to the archives, both at the Jedi Enclave and the planetary capital. I will use my wisdom and experience to offer you some guidance, but I will not solve the case for you. There is little benefit if you do not solve this problem yourself. Consider each man's account and check the facts with needed information. Once you've gathered all the evidence you think you need, run through the possible scenario with me. If you're unable to come to a satisfactory resolution, then I'll take these men to the Enclave and deal with this myself. According to the accounts of the participants, these three men were out here in the field together earlier, before the clouds broke. I find that very odd, for most people would seek shelter indoors when the sky is filled with dark storm clouds, as it was earlier today, but that is not the most puzzling aspect of the case. The dead man, Netic, was shot in the back with a blaster rifle. A rifle was found lying near his body with bloodstains on it. It has been sent back to the Enclave for analysis. The two men were found at the scene when I arrived. One was Handon Gul, he was unarmed, and the other was Ricard Lusov, who was carrying a hunting laser. Both men said they did not do anything, and that they came across the body. But both also accused the other. Obviously there is more to this than we have been told. Is there anything else I should know? Well, there's one last thing. When I arrived, Handon was holding his side and Ricard was favouring one of his legs. You would do well to remember this as we progress through the case. If there's anything else you need, I will remain here while you question the witnesses. And, so question the witnesses we shall. After we've had a little bit of healing, I suppose.
Sure.
Alright then. So, hello, Ricard.
Another Jedi, huh? Helping that Twi'lek investigate, no doubt. He seems stumped. I'm Ricard Lusov. Maybe you can figure this out and let me get out of here.
Just tell me what happened there, man.
Well, I was out hunting Iriaz when I spotted one over here by the bridge. I pull out my rifle and aim at it. I couldn't see it that well, mind you, because the damn sun was in my eyes. So I shoot it and it drops. I walk over here and find Handon standing over Calder's body. So why don't you get this whole farce over with and send that whiner Handon to the prison he belongs in?
Right, okay. We have Handon.
Ah, greetings. You must be assisting Master Baluk in his investigation. I'm Handon Gould. Perhaps you've heard of me?
Should I have?
I guess under the circumstances, no. Well, I presume you wish to hear my story, then. I shall tell you, of course, but there's not much to it. I'm sure that you'll agree that Rickard is quite obviously guilty of murder. You see, I was out here running earlier today. Yes, running. I do that a lot. Can't stand speeders, never use them. Keeps me in shape, too, you know. Anyway, I was out running on the other side of that bridge there, and all of a sudden I heard a shot coming from over here. I ran over and found this man Calder lying on the ground, dead.
So, did you see the killer?
And I saw Rickard come skulking out of the shadows of the rocks south of the river, and I knew something was wrong. I hit my emergency button and called the Enclave right away. Well, there. That's my story. Now, please hurry this up and arrest Rickard so I can get on with my day.
Alright, and hello, droid.
Greetings, Padawan. You must be the one Master Buluk has enlisted to help him with this problem. I am an information retrieval droid. I can assist you by accessing the records of both the Jedi Enclave and the central government facilities here on Dantooine. If you have any need of my services, please do not hesitate to talk to me. I have
That is what I'm
retrieved some
already
information
doing.
from the archives on Caldernetic, Ricard Lusoff, and Handon Gould. I have also had time to examine the body of Mr. Netic. Is there any information you require?
Yes. What did you find out about the body?
My preliminary analysis of the body indicates that he was killed approximately 3 hours ago by a single energy blast to the torso. Is there any other information you need?
Tell me about these planes.
These plains are rife with wild animals, not all of them benign. The Irias are mostly docile, but can easily be provoked to violence. Kath hounds, on the other hand, are much more deadly. There have been over 35 catalogued attacks on settlers by kath hounds in the last 2 weeks. A general advisory was given out 3 days ago to carry a weapon at all times when on the plains. Small farms and holdings dot the plains and can provide safe refuge for those in need. Is there any other information you need?
I'll have more questions
Very well.
later.
I will be here to assist you.
Okay, let's evaluate with the good bullet. Is there something I can help you with in this investigation? I want to discuss the murder. Alright, we should start at the beginning. If we find the truth behind each piece of the puzzle, we will no doubt resolve the case. Handon said that he was nearby and heard a shot and ran over, only to find Calder already dead. He said Rickard came out of the shadows of the rocks holding a blaster in his hands. Rickard said that he was hunting Irias, saw one through the glare of the sun and shot at it. It is possible that Rickard may have shot Calder accidentally and Handon may have found the body, but that seems a very unlikely explanation. It is more likely that at least one of them is lying. Obviously, one of these men is not telling the truth, saying us something, but where does the truth lie? Well, I think they're both lying actually, but let's start with Handon. Why do you believe that? Fat people always lie. Not a good reason. So he didn't mention the weapon found by the body. Not true, he didn't mention it, but he didn't deny it was there either. There's simply no bearing on the question as asked. I do not believe this is definitive evidence. What he said was not directly false. If you're unable to deduce the facts of the case, I'll have to take it to... Okay. Okay. Let's try Rickard. What options does it give? There are no... Okay. It was cloudy, there was no sun glare. Yeah, that's probably the first thing. Yes. Yes. Very well done. It was very cloudy this morning. If it had happened as Rickard said, the sun would not have been visible at the time of the killing. You seem to have caught Rickard in a bit of a lie. It seems I was correct in assuming you could help me with this case. This doesn't prove Rickard is guilty, but I think you have taken the first step in unraveling this mystery. We should proceed on to the next point. We need to find a motive for the killing. Maybe you should talk to the men about their relationship with the victim. Is there anything else you need? I will remain here while you question the witnesses. Alright. Hello, Mr. Handon.
How can I be of further assistance?
So, did you know the guy?
I knew him a little bit, but I was not any sort of great friend to him or anything. I never really associated with him that much. In truth, I didn't really want to. He had a reputation. Very inconsiderate of family, I heard. But merely having heard unkind things about someone wouldn't make me want to kill him.
No one says you killed him. Yet.
I'm sorry, I'm getting a bit agitated. Why must we remain here? Can't you see that Rickard must have shot him?
Okay.
How can I be of further assistance?
You're holding your side. Are you injured?
Injured? No, of course not. Why would I have been? Fit as a bantha. I run. I don't know if I mentioned that.
Okay, that's all for now.
Of course. Of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
Alright, and then we have a Rickard over here.
So, what do you want to know?
Did you know the victim?
Yeah, I knew him. Hell, we've known each other for a good long time. Doesn't mean I really have to have liked the slime ball. Maybe I shouldn't be so hard on him. Especially now that he's dead. We actually got along pretty well most of the time. We just had our differences. We were actually business partners. We were involved in some orbit-to-ground transport operations for Aerotech. Can I leave now? I should probably be the one to give the news to his wife.
I want to ask you something else, please.
So, what do you want to know?
Bullock said you were limping. Are you hurt?
Well, I kind of sprained my ankle running through the bush before I found the body, but it's nothing that serious.
Okay. I want to ask you something else. Well, let's see. Why would someone want to kill him?
You Jedi are so predictable, always seeing some greater purpose behind everything, when the simple answer is usually the right one. Can't you see that it must have been Handon? I found him standing over the damned body. I don't know why this is causing you so much trouble. You almost seem as lost as this Bullock guy.
Okay, let's try something else then. Oh dear. Da 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 da. Nah, nothing more right now.
Right.
Okay. Let's go here.
Is there any other...
What can you tell me about Calder and Handon?
The Southwood Speeder rental business has records that over the past several weeks, a speeder had been rented by Mr. Nettic and Mr. Gould. Is there any other information you need?
What about Rickard then?
According to the municipal authorities near the Garang spaceport, there had been news of violent drunken activity in a cantina attached to the port. Apparently, a Mr. R. Lusoff was making accusations at a Mr. C. Nettic about cheating him in a business deal. Jedi Tuka was dispatched to the scene and restored order. Is there any other information you need?
Did you find out about the body?
My preliminary analysis of the body indicates that he was killed approximately 3 hours ago by a single energy blast to the torso. Is there any other information you need?
Nah. More later.
Very well. I will be here to assist you.
So.
Okay. You thought Calder was cheating you. Just coming right out of the gate with accusations. You know, maybe it'll work.
Now, I don't love Calder, but we go back a long way. We run a suborbital shipping and transport company out of Garang Spaceport. We've been partners in that business for well over 20 years, and we've been doing just fine the way we are.
That's all for now.
Right.
Alright then. And going on, maybe we should have a look at the body. Yeah, apparently shot from behind with a blaster. Okay, that might be important.
How can I be of further assistance?
You knew Calder better than you admit. You rented a speeder with him.
But I realize this must seem like a motive to you, but I assure you it isn't. I dislike Calder, true. I would punch his face in, given the opportunity, but I would not kill him.
Why would you punch his face in?
My wife was cheating on me with him. I slept in my own bed while I was in the next room. But, as much as I may hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I must try not to take the law into my own hands.
Try?
I was just out running, trying to clear my head for the divorce proceedings, not stalking him to kill him. Running is not a crime.
That's all for now.
Of course.
I want to discuss the murder, Mr. Man. Let's examine the relationship of each man with the victim. Okay. Handon told me both knew the victim. On the other hand, Rickard and the victim were business partners. According to Rickard, they got along quite well. On the surface, neither man seems to have a motive. Well, okay. Handon is lying for sure. His wife was cheating on him. That certainly is a motive for murder. The case has taken shape. However, you mustn't jump to any quick conclusions. Perhaps we should now focus on the murder weapon itself. You might want to see what information the witnesses and the information droid can provide you about the blaster found near the body. If there's anything else you need, I will remain here while you question the witnesses. Okay.
Is there any other information you need?
Yes, please, tell me about the weapon.
We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need?
I think that's all we need to know
Very
for
well.
now. And then let's see what we can do with Handon.
How can I be a
What do you know about the weapon found by the body?
That blaster was stolen from my house last week. I never knew what happened to it. I hardly have enough money to afford a single blaster, let alone another. I can't tell you how important it is to have a weapon on hand with all these ravenous kath hounds around. Even an Irias can take a man down if it gets in the mood. Every settler has a weapon. It's our most prized possession. I would most appreciate it if I could have that back after you determine that Rickard is the killer.
Then we have Rickard.
So,
What do you know about the weapon?
that blaster? Never seen it before. Calder himself had a preference for Ichani weaponry.
Time for
He
tea.
had this one really nice light blaster rifle that he always used. Always wished I could get myself a rifle like the one he had. That blaster ain't it, though. Calder only had the one rifle, too, so he either must have borrowed that, or it's someone else's. Right.
That's all for now.
Is there any...
Is there a report of Handon's blaster being stolen?
I am sorry, but I seem to be failing you. I have searched and searched, but I cannot seem to come up with anything at all. I thought to find the record of the missing weapon report Mr. Gould filed with the authorities, but there does not seem to be one. Is there any other information you need?
That is suspicious. Okay, I'll have more later.
How can I be a further...
No, actually, ooh, okay.
Of course.
Because he lost that blaster then. You know, it was stolen from him apparently, but it was alright.
How can I be a further...
But it doesn't really do much here, does it?
Hardly. Even... I would most... How can I be a...
No. Let's try the second option.
Because block off maybe, sure, but not kill him. I hope you don't find that incriminating. Normally I'm not prone to outbursts like that, but Calder, Mr. Neddick, he was not a very nice person. Not a very nice person to me or my family. I had had my suspicions for several weeks, but had no proof until 2 days ago. It seems Calder was seeing my wife, right under my nose, no less. But, as much as I may hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I was just out...
Okay.
Of course.
That's all for now. That's all for now, good man. Yes, I want to discuss the murder. So. The blaster's Handon's, but he reported it stolen. So the blaster could be linked to anyone. I'm afraid that's not very helpful. Okay, but he lied about it being stolen, maybe. Okay, there was a blood sample on the weapon, but been sent back for analysis just before you arrived. Perhaps you could inquire with the information droid about it. Alright then.
Is there any other...
Tell me about this blood sample.
I have just received back an analysis of a sample of the blood found on the weapon. It had been sent back to the enclave just before you arrived. The blood on the weapon is definitely not Calder's. Unfortunately, there was a bacterial contaminant in the sample that had been taken back to the laboratory, and it had become degraded. We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample other than the fact it did not belong to Calder.
Yeah, we'll have more questions later. And let's go quiz Rickard here. Are you hurt, Mr.
Well,
Man?
Kind of spring.
Okay,
Right.
that's all for now. Then,
How can I be a further...
are you injured?
Injured? How can...
Alright,
Of course.
so maybe we have all the information we need to go over to Bullock and solve this. Yes, we have learned about the blood on the weapon. It did not belong to the victim. So the blood must belong to one of the suspects. But which one? I believe this to be Handon's blood. Because he's clutching his side. Perhaps we should examine him a little bit more closely.
Hey, what are you doing?
There's blood. Handon appears to have suffered some sort of blaster wound got to his side. It would seem there's one logical scenario. Handon killed Calder for having an affair with his wife. Rickard was out hunting and accidentally shot Handon after he had killed Calder. No, they are both guilty. A bold conclusion. One most people would not arrive at, but we are not like most people. We're Jedi. Still, I would like to know just how you came to this conclusion. We know Calder was having an affair with Handon's wife, but what possible motive could Rickard have for wanting Calder dead? Okay, Rickard thought Calder was cheating him in... Oh no. He was also having an affair with Handon's wife. What? Maybe.
What? What are you talking about? I don't want that bantha of a wife Handon has. I can leave now.
Okay. Okay, that was the wrong choice apparently. Yeah, stay out of trouble.
No. No.
You don't know what you've done. What do you mean?
Look, I came out here, I admit, to kill Calder, but so did Rickard. He must have thought it was Calder when he shot and hit me. So I'm going to prison, but I shouldn't be going alone. Did you idiots have to let the slime ball go?
That's a shame you couldn't come up with the evidence to support your theory. If we we'll discover that Calder had been cheating Rickard. The information would have been easily accessible through the information droid. You should have looked into it during your investigation.
Yes, you tentacle-headed moron! I came out here and killed Calder, but Rickard was here to do that too, and he shot me by mistake.
I will return to the Enclave with Mr. Gould in custody, and we will also have the authorities apprehend Mr. Lusov. It is a minor inconvenience, but one well worth the cost. If you have learned your lesson here. In the future, you must always be aware of your responsibilities as a Jedi. You cannot act based on mere theories and suppositions. I knew your theory about both men being guilty was correct, but without proper evidence, I could not allow you to render your judgment. Good day, and may the Force be with you. Okay. So we sort of arrived at the right conclusion, but not really. And we gained some experience points. Yay! Taking us ever closer to our 11th level. So, what else do we want to do here? Well, we want to go to the temple. And we would also like to say hello to some Mandalorians, perhaps. So, where do we find them? Grove time. Oh dear, more kath hounds. There's so many of these. But we can handle them. Jump! Smack! Lovely! Let's see what happens if we go through here. Ah yes, this is the grove. Okay, fair enough. Not much to report there. Matali grounds. And there's this area over here by the Matali estate. Yes, this might be interesting. So while we do some running, I will simply have a little cup of tea. Oh, hello, dear Mr. Kath Hound. Oh, new level for us. Demolitions and injuries treating skills. What can we do for weapons? We could go for 2+ damage to lightsabers, or we could enhance our critical strike. I think I'm going to go with the lightsaber one though. And we could go for some disabling of droids. That would be pretty nice. Time for some funny business. Oh, Ambassador is about to get a level up. Which is nice.
So this is the meddler. You have caused us far too much trouble for a mere Jedi. I will add your head to those of the other Jedi I have killed and take yet another lightsaber for my own. Now you will know why the Mandalorians are feared.
Well, okay, Mr. Mando Man. Let's see if we can stun his Mandalorian friend buddy over there. And then just focus all attacks on Sharuk himself, I guess. Yes! Good. Good. Can we stun that guy? Yes. Very nice. And Sharuk is gone. Excellent.
That hurt, I bet. Ready. That hurt, I bet.
Let's go.
Good. We did it, everybody.
Sure.
We took out the Mandalorian man. And he's got plenty of lightsabers on him. Burger me. That's lovely.
What can I do?
What? Sure.
Now, with the resources we have to hand, I'm sort of thinking that we can return to the Ebon Hawk.
Ready.
What can I do?
And we can level up Bastila. She gets new force powers, which is lovely. Stasis? That's pretty good. It's a good spell. Well, what I'm considering doing now is tinkering a little bit with Bastila's lightsaber. Because given our resource limitations, our limitations of crystals and upgrades for lightsabers, that is, I could very well see it a good idea to use the double-bladed lightsaber for our dear main character. But I would want it to give it a slightly different color. Could go red? Maybe not. How about a green double-bladed lightsaber? That seems good to me. And then we're going to take the lightsaber that we have. Well, that Rubat can stay, but the Bondar I would like to use elsewhere. And then we can take this red-colored lightsaber and give it a yellow one. There. Quite cool. Then we take Bastila's lightsaber away from her. We replace it with this one. And ta-da! You know, I think this works. The color squad is prepared for duty. Well, then all we have to do is run into the courtyard and maybe have a little chat with John over here.
Have you found the Mandalorian raiders yet?
Yes, I fought and killed their leaders.
Thank you, young master. My daughter can now, I think, rest in peace. Here is the reward I promised you.
There's no need for a reward.
Please take it. This pitiful amount will never be enough for what you have done for me. Again, I thank you. I will be sure to tell the council of your great deed.
Well, thank you then. Doobity-doobity-doo-doo. Okay, at least... Oh yeah, we should tell her about a droid, right? Yeah.
My droid is still missing. I can feel him like a hole in my aching heart.
Well, okay. I'm afraid your droid had to be destroyed.
My droid? Destroyed? No. No, this cannot be happening. I can't bear to live without him.
And then she just walks away. And it takes a good while, apparently. Okay, we'll have to follow up on what happens to her. Woohoo! That was a fair amount of damage. Yeah, there we go. Into the strange ruins we go. They are ruins and they are very strange. And I need some tea for this. But let's open the door first. And enter. It's an interesting design this place has. What's that? Still don't understand you.
I think the droid is trying to communicate with us by cycling through a variety of languages. Each time it spoke, it was using a very different alien dialect. The droid can probably understand us. The only problem is it may not have been programmed with the phonemes of a language we can understand.
Hey, I understood that.
I recognize this language as well. It's an archaic variant of the kath dialect spoken on Manan. But why would a droid on Dantooine be programmed to speak ancient kath? It must be referring to Revan. The Dark Lord and Malak likely encountered this droid when they explored these ruins.
Are you some type of guardian? I am the Overseer. Okay. Power of the Star Forge. They don't sound like terribly compassionate builders executing their workers like that. So how long have you been here?
10 revolutions would take more than 20,000 years. If this is true, then this droid is nearly 5,000 years older than the Republic itself. There must be some mistake.
Who are these builders, you say? Great masters of the galaxy, the conquerors of all worlds, the rulers of the infinite empire, and the creators of the Star Forge.
These builders must have been an extinct people, though it is strange there's no record of their existence. Even the archives of the Jedi Academy make no mention of them. In the years before the Republic, the Hutts were a dominant force in the galaxy, but they never constructed an empire. In fact, I know of no species that would fit with this information.
Well, something must have happened to wipe the builders out? Okay, now it just gives us propaganda. Okay. Well, have you seen a builder recently? Or maybe what is the Star Forge? Let's be constructive about this. The Star Forge is the glory of the builders, the apex of their infinite empire. It was the machine of invincible might, a tool of unstoppable conquest. Well, that sounds, threatening. Just repeats the same thing again.
The droid is obviously not programmed with the knowledge we seek. The Star Forge sounds like some type of weapon, perhaps. Though in fact, it could be anything.
factory or weapons plant, maybe?
Maybe. That might explain how the Sith were able to amass a fleet so quickly. But I suspect the Star Forge is more powerful than a mere factory. Maybe the droid has more information we can use. It seems to respond to you. Perhaps you should ask it something else.
Yeah. Well, tell me about Revan and Malak, the ones who came before. They proved themselves worthy. Okay, well that's nice. Discovered the secret of the Star Forge locked beyond the sealed door behind me, but there was another who failed to unlock the secrets and paid the ultimate price.
The droid must be talking about poor Nemo. The Council sent him here to investigate, and it cost him his life.
Oh. So, how can I prove myself worthy? Those who fail will be destroyed by the power of the temple itself. More than this, I am not programmed to say.
Revan and Malak unlocked the sealed door and uncovered the secrets of the Star Forge. Now Malak is using the Star Forge to fuel his conquest of the Republic. We have to find out what they uncovered. We have to find a way to unseal these doors to learn more about the Star Forge. The Republic is depending on us.
Well, okay then. Oh, hello. Hello, Mr. Guardian Droid. I'm gonna try and disable you, but you're not gonna like it.
I'm here.
Sure.
I'm here.
That hurt, I bet. Ready?
It's a very tough droid,
Hurt,
actually.
I bet. Sure.
Just keeps freezing you. Which is a bit annoying.
How'd you like that?
There.
Alright. Hooray. We gained some experience for that, and we're one step closer to Star Forge domination. Talk to the computer? Go silent, screen blank, a few extremely unusual characters then appear on the screen. Okay, press a button. Silent, waiting, okay. And insert datapad into the receptacle. Interfacing with the datapad, yay! The screen goes blank again, and then more familiar characters begin to appear on the screen. And okay, maybe talk to the computer. The datapad is released, and the machine goes silent again before flickering to life again. Data interpretation complete. Language analysis complete. Identify the 3 primary death-giving seed world types. Okay. I suppose desert. Planetary type conducive to death. Additional seed world type. Volcanic, maybe. Though really, volcanic also is very conducive to life, as anyone living in Hawaii can attest. So, yeah, but, and then barren. Good.
What can I do?
You can heal everybody, so please do.
What? Yes?
Should be enough. Let's try this one then. Hello there, Mr. Droid.
I'm here.
Ready?
So be it.
Do the rapid shooting
So
thing,
be it.
Mr. Kath.
There.
Ow!
Let's go!
I'm beginning to feel that that the critical strike has its disadvantages because against an enemy like this, a droid, it actually doesn't do that much good, and it seems to also lower your defense. So it's possible that the flurry strike thingy would be better overall.
What can I do?
Anyway,
Sure.
let's take a look at this terminal. So let's try to do the same thing. So we're gonna talk to the computer, maybe, and then insert data pad, and then talk to it again. Yay! Okay, so now we need to pick life-giving seed world types, and we're gonna go with oceanic, grassland, and well, even though volcanics can also do a lot of good for life, and arability of land, and all those lovely things, we're gonna go with arboreal. And then it seems. Oh yes, there's also this a sigil crystal and a Jedi Knight robe. How nice. Yes, only then will the seed door be opened. Okay. Good. I'll be going. Yay! We've proved ourselves worthy, it would seem. Time for machine to go.
This must be what Revan and Malik found when they entered this temple. This must be where their journey down the dark side began.
Alright, well, so, what is it then?
This is a map. Some sort of intergalactic navigational chart. Revan and Malik must have used this to lead them to the Starforge. We could use this map to follow their path and find the Starforge ourselves, but we must be wary. They may have laid traps or concealed what they found.
So, what is the Starforge exactly?
I don't know, but Revan and Malik were very interested in finding it. It must be a tool of some type, or maybe a weapon. Perhaps the Council can tell us more, but I think this map might be the key to finding the Starforge, whatever it is. See this world here? This looks like Korriban, a Sith world. And if that's Korriban, then this is Kashyyyk, and Tatooine, and here's Manan. But there are pieces missing. Incomplete hyperspace coordinates, corrupted data, and there doesn't seem to be anything indicating where the Starforge itself might be.
Well, perhaps those worlds have more clues then.
I was thinking that too. This map can't take us to the Starforge, but I know that Revan and Malik visited Korriban at least once. Perhaps they discovered something more there. They may have found something on each of the other worlds that completed this map. Maybe if we find all the pieces, they'll lead us to the Starforge, and some way to destroy it.
That sounds like quite a supposition. What if you're wrong?
What if I'm right? We can't ignore this. Finding the Starforge might very well be the key to defeating the Sith. We must inform the Council of what we've discovered. They must decide our next course of action, though I suspect our task has only just begun.
Well, okay. So, back to the Council, back to the Jedi, back to the workbench to upgrade our lightsabers. Oh no, somebody couldn't keep up. Kath! Thank you. On and on and on we go, and hello, dear Kath Hound. I am going to make you feel sorry for yourself.
You asked for this!
Schmaggity schmaggity roo, schmaggity schmaggity roo. I hope these things are tasty because we have slaughtered a lot of them.
You cannot win!
You cannot win! It's a bit weird for her to be screaming that
What
at
can I do?
an animal. of which we have sort of killed so many.
What?
Oh well. But we also found on Nemo this Jedi Knight robe, which I actually think will be quite nice. And then we can give Bastila our regular robes. Yay! Hand-me-downs. It's lovely. Look at this. Aren't we fancy? Yes, we are. Stylish fashionistas all. Dum 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 dum. Back to the council. Back to say hello. Back to the council. We have much to show. We found a star map and it was very nice. It is going to give life a lot of added spice.
Ah, you have returned, young Padawan. Have you discovered what it was that Revan and Malak sought in those ruins?
An incomplete star map and mention of something called a Star Forge.
This news of a Star Forge is disturbing. Action is required, but we must not do so in haste. We must discuss recent events in light of this new information.
We should consult the Jedi archives to see if there's any mention of the Star Forge and what it might do. We must learn why Revan and Malak sought it out.
Return to your ship with Bastila.
I mean, this thing was older than the Republic, so you might not find much.
Padawan, you have done well in discovering the star map hidden within the ancient ruins. But there is more you must do in the battle against Malak and the Sith. We Jedi know victory over the Sith will not come through martial might. The Council has a mission for you, Padawan.
I've consulted our vast archives in an effort to discover the nature of this Star Forge, but all my efforts have been in vain.
Still, the Council are in agreement. The Star Forge must be found.
We've no idea what it is,
and Malak sought it out when they
and we've given you 2 weeks of training.
The Star Forge is
now go save the universe.
Tool of the dark side.
The star map in the ruins showed you 4 planets, but it was incomplete. It did not show the location of the Star Forge itself. We believe there may be similar star maps on other planets. Each star map is likely a small piece of a larger puzzle. Find the star maps on Kashyyyk, Tatooine, Manan, and Korriban, and we believe they will lead you to the Star Forge.
Okay, well, yes, sounds like a suicide mission, but I will do the Council's will, I suppose.
The Jedi numbers have been ravaged by this war, by defections to Malak's cause, and by Sith assassins. But we realize the importance of this mission. Yet if we send a company of Jedi Knights with you, we would surely draw the full attention of Malak and the Sith, dooming your efforts to failure.
So, am I to take the task alone?
Secrecy is our best defense against the Sith. But it would be foolish to send you on this quest without someone to aid you, young Padawan. Bastila will accompany you, for there is a powerful connection between you two. A connection that might be the key to unraveling the mysteries uncovered by Revan. And Juhani has also asked to accompany you. After long deliberation, we have granted her request.
Juhani nearly fell to the dark side. Perhaps her presence will serve as a reminder to you of the dangers of that path.
Okay, yeah, well, there are others I want to join me.
Of course, those who aided you on Taris will also come. They possess skills you may find useful in your quest. Remember that secrecy and discretion are paramount to your success.
Ah, so you mean I should run into every place with lightsaber held high, just screaming
must not reach
after a star map?
Got it. You may return here at any time. Dantooine will be a sanctuary for you, a safe haven. Here you can find supplies and whatever advice or other aid we may give you.
Sure, yeah, you can count on me. I will not fail. Hooray. When do I leave?
You can leave whenever you wish. The sooner the better. The longer you wait, the stronger Malak becomes. But first, a warning, young Padawan. The lure of the dark side is difficult to resist. I fear this quest to find the Star Forge could lead you down an all too familiar path.
The fate of the galaxy is in your hands, young Padawan. We pray you are up to the challenge. May the Force be with you.
All right then. Hooray. Back to ship, I suppose. Or maybe we should talk to Juhani on the way. Just, No? No, she's not here? She just assumed that she's going to go onto my ship? Eh? A little presumptuous, but okay. Hello, Deesra. How are you doing? Oh, there are many rumors about your most recent meeting with the Jedi Council. There is talk that they're sending you on a mission to help us against the Malak and the Sith. Yes. I don't think they want me to speak openly about this. Very hush-hush. Please understand that I'm not asking you to reveal anything that could endanger the Order or the Republic. Whatever task the Council has given you is for your ears, not mine. I only wanted to wish you well and to warn you to be careful. There are many evils out there, many dangers. The Sith are not the only minions of the dark side. What are you talking about? Master Dorlak has been training me to succeed him as chronicler here in the Academy. In my studies, I have come across tales of creatures that are born of the dark side, monsters of pure evil. The worst of these abominations is the Terentatek, a beast that feeds on the blood of those who are strong in the Force. Over the centuries, many Jedi have fallen to their ravenous hunger. What makes this creature so dangerous? It is a predator, and we Jedi are its prey. They are incredibly strong with a primal cunning, and they have an inborn resistance to the Force. There are some who believe that Terentatek is a monster bred by the ancient Sith. Fortunately, the Terentatek is quite rare. They only dwell on the most dangerous and darkest of places. In fact, one has not been seen in nearly 40 years. Then why worried about them? This is not the first time the Terentatek have vanished for long periods of time. Many believe that they can lay dormant for years, only to rise and hunt when the power of the dark side waxes full. I fear Malak's rise may have woken these creatures from their dormant state. Once the Sith are beaten, I would not be surprised if the Council organized another great hunt to try and exterminate them. Okay, well, thanks for the warning. Or maybe what is that hunt? It was organized by the Jedi Council shortly after the war against Exar Kun. Jedi was scattered throughout the galaxy, helping to rebuild from the devastation. Many Jedi vanished during this period, disappearing from a variety of worlds without warning. We did not know they had been slain until their mutilated bodies began to be discovered. The Council investigated and discovered that Terentatek were behind the killings. It was decided the galaxy had to be purged of these insatiable monsters, though the cost proved high. So, what was the cost then? Many Jedi banded together and journeyed to the planets where suspected of harboring the Terentatek. The Great Hunt did not rest until all creatures had been slain. Well, almost. There was the rumors of Terentatek on the planet of Korriban, a dark world some believe to be the birthplace of the Sith. That is where Exar Kun was corrupted during the First Sith War. They never went to Korriban. The Council, fearing more Jedi might fall to the dark side, declared the Great Hunt was officially over, though 3 Jedi were appointed to continue the work. Okay. The Jedi had chosen to continue to hunt their own were Duron Queldroma, Guan Haresh, and Shela Nur. These 3 shared a powerful bond, and each of them... Well, blah, blah, blah. The Council felt together they would be able to defeat any Terentatek they found, and by supporting each other they could resist the temptations of Korriban and the lure of the dark side. But none of the 3 survived. Their master felt them become one with the Force when they left this world. He believed they were slain by one of the monsters they saw. The Council felt it was too dangerous to send anyone else in search of their remains, so their exact fate is unknown. But let their deaths serve as a warning to you, Padawan. Okay, well, thanks for the warning. I'll be careful. A final warning as you go. Padawan, do not underestimate the Tarentic. If you do, you may suffer the same fate as those who disappeared after the Great Hunt. Alright, well, thanks, I suppose. Dum da da dum 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 dum. Hello, can you make me a grenade, dear Wookie? Yay! Okay. Another one? Oh, got a bunch. Okay, fair enough. Hello there. Can you make a programming spike for me? Yay! That's the wonderful thing about this game. You can just ask your team members to make things for you. I believe Mission can actually make some pretty valuable, very saleable security spikes.
Huh? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Malik will pay.
Yeah, I know. Look, I'm not saying I can't go on or anything like that. It's just, it's a shock, you know? I mean, I knew the Sith were evil and all, but the reality of it kind of slaps you in the face. But I suppose that's why we need to stop Malik, right? The more time I spend dwelling on Terrace, the more chance some other planet will get wiped out. I guess that's what it comes down to. So don't worry about me. I'll be okay. And if you need my help against Malik or the Sith, I'll be there for you.
Well, that's great to hear. Thank
Hey
you.
there.
Can you make me a security
No
spike?
problem. Just so happens I've got one here I've been working on. Anything else you need?
Another one?
No problem. Anything else you need?
Another one.
No problem. Anything else you need? No problem. Just so happens I've got anything else you need?
She's got a lot of them that she's been working on apparently.
No problem. Just so anything else you need? No problem. Anything else you need? No problem. Anything else you need?
How many can we make?
No problem. Just so happen. Anything else you need?
How many can we
Sorry,
make? No,
I don't
don't. Okay, we'll reach the limit. Okay, cool. But anyway, now we just got a bunch of security spikes there. Alright, so we're about to leave Dantooine for the first time. Where do we go? Tatooine, Manon, Korriban, Kashyyyk, Yavin. Yavin is this spaceport where we can find a merchant who will take he will buy wares at a pretty decent price. So I think I would like to go there just to get some cash flow going. But after that, I would probably go to either Korriban. That could be fun to take a look at the Tarentic and all those things. Or Tatooine. But I think Korriban would be cool, because then we could sort of also investigate the Tarentic that Jedi man was talking about. And so we take off in our not Millennium Falcon. Ebonhawk, yeah. The Schmeben Schmork. And we leave Dantooine. Flying through space, flying through space. Da-dum. Oh, we got a cutscene. Okay. Hello, Mr. Meanie.
Lord Malik, the Star Forge is operating at 200% capacity, far beyond our expectations.
I am more interested in the young Jedi Bastila and her battle meditation. Have you learned how she escaped the destruction of Taris?
She was aided by Kath, a decorated war hero of the Republic and a legendary soldier. During the Mandalore Wars, he was honored many times for his bravery.
You know this man?
Yes, Lord Malik. He served under me when I still followed the Republic. You could say I was his mentor.
Interesting. How did you acquire this information, Admiral?
An eyewitness, Lord Malik. Calo Nord, a bounty hunter, was there when Bastila and Kath escaped the planet. Apparently, they left him for dead.
A Jedi and a war hero. It's a wonder you survived the encounter.
I am hard to kill, Lord Malak.
Calo has agreed to help us capture the young Bastila for a very hefty fee, of course. But I assure you he is well worth the price. His reputation as a bounty hunter is well earned.
Her companions are nothing to me, Calo. But I desire the young Jedi taken alive, if at all possible.
Lord Malak, forgive me, there is something else. May we have a private audience away from the ears of the common soldiers?
I trust you are not wasting my time, Admiral Karath.
I promise you will be very interested in what Calo has to tell you about Bastila's other companions, Lord Malak.
We have arrived at Yavin. What an exciting time. Oh. Something's not right about our supplies to cargo hold. Well, what do you mean then? Somebody's been into the emergency stash of food. Mission and I asked everyone, but nobody knows anything about it. Okay. So who's on here? Cargo hold. That is this way, I think. Yeah, strangely the food storage seems to have been disturbed recently. No one in the party would have done this, so there must be some other explanation. Examine more closely. There are no half-eaten or torn packages to indicate the theft was from pests or vermin. It looks like some unknown person has been conducting clandestine raids on your stores. Whoever the thief is, they have managed to avoid detection by you or your companions so far. Maybe a thorough search of the ship will reveal the stowaway. Oh, I see. Dum 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 dum. You think you hear the soft patter of footsteps behind you, but nothing's there. You hear footsteps. They sound like they're coming from the cargo hold. Oh, we found the child. Hello, what are you doing there? I won't hurt you. I still don't understand you. Okay. Let's try to communicate. Name? No. Well, my name is Waffle von Iron. What's up? Waba Soja Sasha. Okay. Okay. How'd you get on the ship then? Try to learn a strange language, I suppose. Many of the words you're speaking are Mandalorian. Oh no, so that's your word for Mandalorian. Okay, yeah. So you do know them. Okay, Mandalorian's bad. I get it. But okay. But you're a Mandalorian child then? You're a human. Isn't Mandalorian? Okay, got it. But you don't speak basic then. Nah, is so what? Okay, means you're hiding. Sure. Okay. Bristak? Thing. Ah, Bristak means starship, doesn't it? Ah, Lesfa. Everything is safe. Is that it? The panel, Lesfa? No. The panel, all of this, it's your home. You're hiding in the starship. It's your home, I understand. You said that before. What is Gundizen?
Mucho shakapaka.
Oh. Something about me, yes.
Dong abuk shami.
Ah, means you like it. Okay. You like me. I understand.
Selima wanga kun bifkin.
You said that when I first found you.
Kipuna.
Okay, yes. Means hit. Is that it?
Kipuna. Bona na kichu.
Apt is to hurt. No, apt's not hurt.
Tonki ba.
Okay, understand. No, I won't hurt you.
Tonki ba non tontek.
Yum. What kind of word is that?
Kipuna. Bona na kichu.
The Nugish means floor.
Kipuna. Bona.
You are not speaking now. Nugish means now. Nugish is not now.
Kipuna. Bona. Dong abuk shami no nok.
Okay. So it's part of the ship. A room.
Mucho shakapaka.
You mean food, don't you? Yum is food.
Selima wanga kun bi.
Okay, you want some food now. You're hungry.
Tonki. Selima wanga kun.
Still don't understand.
Ba non to. Tonki ba. Mucho shakapaka.
I'm supposed to talk, to speak about
Tonki ba.
Tell me about. Okay, I get it. So, okay, let's communicate in her language, I suppose. So. Sajana is thorn in Bristak.
Selima wanga kun bifkin.
Ah, you came to the ship before. You were very scared. Why?
Kipuna. Bona na kichu.
You left the Mandalorians? I mean, logically, we don't know the word left. That's not come up, so...
Tonki ba non tontek.
Not sure how we're communicating like this, but it's a very simplified version of learning a language, but maybe we can just speed run every language learning process as this character, because that's just a skill we have, I suppose.
Dong abuk sham.
Okay,
Kipuna. Bona na ki.
They took you before.
Selima wanga kun bi.
The Mandalorian ship wasn't home. You didn't like it.
Shakapaka.
Sleep here on the ship?
Dong abuk shami no nok.
Why? Okay.
Dong abuk.
Tell me more about your home.
Tonki ba non.
Dantooine. Maybe someone on Dantooine remembers you. No. Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's bring all of the Jedi. And then we can level up Juhani.
Yes?
Very good, very good. Stabilizer gauntlets, not too handy for her. But I suppose an adrenaline amplifier might be good. And she has a Jedi Knight robe. Okay, that's cool. You know what? Actually, let's change the Jedi Knight robe. I like the red. I want that. And we can give Juhani the blue. So we have some color coordination going on, you see? Da 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 da.
Sure.
And da 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 da. You know, red and green. I think that that works together pretty nicely. And yeah, I like all this. I like all this.
What?
Here we are with the most stylish Jedi around. Through the access panels we go. Well, we don't go through the panels, of course. We just use them to get through the doors.
Yun patisa. Tichuba jikunkan ki mulira kun king. Tong hitwama ag.
Yes, I'm new. Very new. You don't sound like a Trandoshan, and you're not one of Darvik's. Who are you? What do you want? Well, I'm trying to save the galaxy from the Sith. The Sith? They haven't been here in 50 years. Not since that last war. Don't see why they'd start making a habit of it now. Still, all my business with the Sith is old news. Politics ain't my affair, so as long as you don't get all worked up, I guess I can let you in. Would be nice to have someone to talk to you for a change. Trandoshans and smugglers aren't exactly stunning conversationalists. Trandoshans and smugglers? What are you talking about? Ah, they come here every once in a while. That's how I keep in the loop, you know. But Trandoshan lizard speak is kind of hard to follow, and they have pretty limited imaginations. Smugglers aren't much better either. Look, this is getting kind of awkward through this door, so just hold on a minute and I'll open this damn thing up and we can talk more face to face. Just had to fiddle with this damn door lock. Things keep jamming. Ah, there we go. Ah. That's just the war. What brings you here? Well, I see pieces of a map to a Starforge. Starforge? Never heard of it. There's nothing in this system except ruins of Exar Kun's war. What ruins? Well, the Yaman's fourth moon used to hold a great number of temples dedicated to the ancient Sith. When Exar Kun came here 50 years ago, he used the temples in his effort to crush the Republic. He failed, obviously, and the Republic bombarded the surface almost into oblivion during their counterattack. Now, all that's left are a lot of craters and a little bit of jungle. You could find stuff there for years afterwards, but I got pretty much everything there was to find there. Mostly, all I've been doing for the last couple of years has been tinkering with the stuff I found there, getting some of it to work, and modifying the stuff smugglers and Trandoshans bring me to look at. Okay, who are the Trandoshans? Well, mercenaries, bounty hunters, scum mostly. They look like big two-legged lizards. Ah. Okay, why are they here? They found me here a couple of years after the war ended. Usually, they don't bargain with people. They find alone and abandoned space stations, but we worked out a deal. Oh, bloody hell. I'd give them a few of my more applicable inventions at reasonable prices, and they'd keep me supplied with food and new materials. It's worked out well so far, for years, really. With Darwin gone, they've been getting ideas, though. Anything else you want to know? Anything you'd be willing to sell me? Yeah, I have a few things kicking around the place. Stuff the Trandoshans and smugglers have brought in for me to look at, and a few things I've been making from parts. They aren't cheap, though. They pay a lot for what I can make, and anything I sell to you, I can't exactly sell to them, now can I? But if you're willing to pay, I got a few more of my advanced things you can look at. I'm always working on more, so you can check back some other time if I don't have what you want right now. Here, have a look. Interesting. So we've got a droid shield capacitor for unlimited goodness, unlimited shields, advanced sensory implant, and Baragwin, shadow armor, and light exoskeleton. I guess, I mean, those are slightly interesting, but really, I'm just here to sell stuff. So we're going to send some antidote kits, because we can now heal poisonous attacks with the Force, so we don't really need that. Security spikes, yeah. Computer spikes, I suppose we can use them as is. Combat suits, goodbye. Akani fiber armor and light armor. Let's sell these combat suits and this Republic modular armor. That's okay. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Longsword. Nope. Don't need that. The prototype vibroblades. Yeah, I suppose we can keep those around in favor of the and just get rid of the common vibroblades. The double blade. Yeah, don't need that either. Sell some of the red crystals. I mean, it's a limit to how many of those we can use, even if we decide to do a complete color swap later on. Who knows? Blaster pistols, standard and heavy. Don't need those. Iron rifle. Maybe we'll keep one of them. Disruptor pistol and iron blasters. Suppose we can keep them around, but these ones not too good. So the disruptor rifles are generally better, and the sonic rifles are also okay. We have a bunch of grenades. If we sell them, Zalba can make more. So we'll just sell at least the simple ones. Light scan visor? Nah. Sonic nullifiers? Nah. And the energy shields? Yeah, we can sell all the standard ones. Verpine cardio regulator? Cardio package? Ah, yes. Carlo Nord's trophy kills. Yeah, we'll sell those. Don't need them. Guess the standard stamina ones we don't really need. The battle stimulants, they can be okay, you know. Extra attack, damage, vitality. It's okay. Mine off rack mines, we can sell those. And the gas mines. Light plating, don't need it. We have better examples of that stuff. Shield disruptors, nah, don't think we'll need them. Alright, well that rendered us slightly more profitable. Maybe we could purchase either the light exoskeleton or the Baragvan's shadow armor. You know what, let's get the light exoskeleton and give that to our good old friend, Mr. Kath. Mr. Carcinogenic. Because it gives our enemies cancer? Oh, nah. That's a bit silly, isn't it? But we can return to the ship and do some upgrading, and then we'll take out the ship on a little journey. Yeah, that's pretty good. Extra defense and additional strength. That should be useful. Hello, Juhani. How are you doing?
I feel I must apologize for the way I acted towards you before in the Grove. It was wrong of me.
Aww. You thought the dark side had consumed you. It's nothing.
I am sorry for attacking you. I am sorry for thinking you would only try to kill me.
Don't worry. I forgive you.
Thank you. It is most reassuring to know that you can forgive me, even though I tried to take your life. I can only hope that in our time journeying together, I will succeed.
Cool. Well, yeah, I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will, Johnny. So let's just set out from Yavin and head to some lovely place. I have decided we should go to Korriban. Have a look at the Tarentatech and we'll see what else goes down on the Sith world. Gotta confront them head on, you see. Off we go! Taking off from the Yavin space station. Da-da-dum, da-da-dum, dum, dum. And through the universe we sail. Time to jump to hyperspace. Shablow. And we're off. Look at how stylish we are. So stylish that we don't even take our clothes off to sleep at night. We just love that suit so much. thank you, Juhani, for giving us these clothes. It was totally voluntary, I know. Dum 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 dum. Welcome to Korriban, everyone. The Force has given us a vision, like the one we shared on Dantooine.
There are some who believe Korriban is the birthplace of the Sith. This planet is an evil place. There are secrets here best left uncovered.
Okay, well, it looks like it was some sort of cave.
During the vision, I felt cold and trapped, almost as if I was buried alive. It felt like we were in some kind of tomb. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
Won't the Sith recognize you?
Maybe you're right. Most of the Dark Jedi would only know me by name, but there are a few among them who might recognize my face. For the safety of our mission, I must remain on the Ebon Hawk while we are on this planet.
Okay, Mrs. Bastila. So we're gonna leave with Juhani. And Kath. Well, actually, first, let's just quickly run in and transfer some crystals to Juhani's lightsaber so that she'll be up to the task, eh? Can we? No? No? Nope! Bastila's lightsabers are closed to us now. Okay, fair enough. She guards those things pretty tightly, but I suppose I can't blame her. I was just about to dismantle them right in front of her eyes. So after a quick little upgrading session, I think we'll be ready to call the episode over, and then we'll be able to start the next episode from a position of getting down and dirty on Korriban. So, don't we just look like a lovely bunch of travelers here? I think we do. I think we do. Regardless of any of that, though, I hope you've enjoyed our time here in the lovely, lovely universe of Knights of the Old Republic. We will continue next week as we journey through Korriban. And until then, be kind to yourself, be good to others, and I'll see you soon.